we can all see the map of Phandalin, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Yep. I'm just waiting for the screen to break here so I can fix it. We'll put on some medieval tavern music while we wait. Actually, I don't like that one. It's fucking way too upbeat.
This is like what I'm.
Do you jam to this regularly?
Yeah.
This is a pretty accurate for how Solomon's feeling after knocking old mate out. He's cruising.
So is that canon? Did that actually happen?
Yes, it happened. We'll fucking hope so.
If it didn't happen, I would have just done it again.
The screen broke. Here we go. We're on top of it. We're ready.
Brad's been furiously trying to work out how to handle the fact that happened.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm like, fuck, it better be canon.
Which one? It was when you punched him?
Yeah, me knocking him out. He was a prick.
Oh my god, why can't I grab this? Here we go. What the fuck? What in the fuck?
Stream looks great at the moment, bro.
I know, it's broken. It's usually just like a very quick fix as well.
Bro, there are so many fucking cannabis joints.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I'm not allowed to visit any of them.
It's legal there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm still under my company contract of not being under the influence of drug or alcohol company time.
Are you paid off the hours? Are you paid for?
Yes, I am.
I mean, I get pissed on the company dime.
I can get pissed. They don't give a shit about that, but I can promise you if I went to a distribution center, they'd probably be pretty shitty about it.
All right, we're back. We fixed it. We fixed it.
I gotta get my ceremonial photo. I've had a photo of every session we've had.
Oh yeah, please get a photo. Yeah, I'll be drinking my palate cleansing tea.
Your faggy tea.
I'll do some free advertising for my favorite.
Wow.
Yeah, not enough.
There we go.
It's okay, so this is a Halloween theme. It's happy Halloween. I've got the orange lights on. I've got the candles going. Well, the nano leaf candles.
It's Christmas now.
I know it is, but it's in America. It's Halloween, so we gotta appease the fan base. All right, so let's go back to what's actually really cool now is I don't have to do as much prep because we have so much of a story built. It's very cool. Okay, so let's go back to Phandalin. So what we did last time is obviously well, firstly we had a very shaky pact made with Yimmick the Goblin back in the Cragmaw hideout, which you may or may not remember. He is now sort of the leader of the Cragmaw hideout, and he said to come back in a few days after the spider does her rounds to check in on how everything's going. You guys left. You brought Sildar back to Phandalin, and he is back in the mayor's office in the town hall. You got paid a little bit of money to actually bring the supplies back to Bart, who you met. Bart was like, had a southern drawl accent. He is like the innkeeper of the Nice Inn, but yeah, he obviously has been recently in a scuff with the Red Brands, who are the mercenaries that are wandering around town, sort of shaking people down. Next, you went to what was like it was obviously like a weapons store, of some weapons armoring store, but it was locked behind. You like she's basically the shopkeeper. I can't remember her name. Said you can't buy anything because the Red Brands won't allow her to sell at the moment, and she really couldn't divulge too much information because there's people watching everywhere. You walked around town, you maybe talked to a few more people. You obviously recognize that the immediate threat of the town, no one can really do much with the mercenary Red Brands walking around. These are the red cloaked individuals. So you went to their tavern, which was the Sleeping Giant Tavern, and you got in a scrap with them and you beat up a few, and a few of them, yeah, you intimidated them. A few of them ran away into like the manor that's up on the hilltop, which is like an old dilapidated, beautiful, like old home, but all dilapidated. But you could obviously tell that they ran that direction. You went to the mayor's office, Mayor Harbin. Sildar was there. You had a very heated exchange on a number of levels, which divulged the information. I mean, the basically you were trying to figure out. Oh, someone had said actually that they'd thought the Red Brands were working for the mayor. The mayor was hiring them, but you left the conversation really not feeling that way. Like either the mayor's the biggest idiot on earth, or he truly doesn't know anything. Is sort of what you ascertained from that conversation. And which was finalized by Solomon punching the mayor in the forehead and imprinting one of his rings clearly right between his eyes. It was a bit well deserved. And then you dragged him to the sleeping giant and left him there. Is that right? Right at the front? I think that happened.
Yeah, we did. We led him through the thingo, and he pretty much wanted none of it. So then I punched him, dragged him to the tavern, and pretty much just had them look after him.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then you left him, and what else did we miss? So Sildar is looking. He is investigating currently. Sildar is investigating like the location of the castle that he mentioned is somewhere, but he's like looking through the annals of lore in town to try and figure it out. So he's working on that at the moment. You also met Molly very briefly, who is a halfling child who works with Bart at the Stonehill Inn. She mentioned she wanted to speak to you whenever you could or whenever you had the time, and Horatio was interested in doing so at some stage. I can't remember. Did she direct you actually? You spoke to her. Sorry, you spoke to her, and she directed you to Lady Gorell at the shrine in the middle of town. Yeah, so that was something that was on Horatio's list, and that was it. So yeah, key takeaways would be Lady Gorell, possibly speaking to Sildar, and obviously the Red Brands. And we're in town. Like I leave you like we're in town. So we're back in Phandalin. It is Halloween, so there's jack-o'-lanterns everywhere. There's candles in all the windows. There's like it's decked out in Halloween for a few days. It's very impressive. This is a frontier town, so they grow a lot of pumpkins in the fields, and they've got a plethora of jack-o'-lanterns, like very, very beautifully strewn about the town, and even some people are wearing costumes. Some of the kids are playing with like funny skeleton masks on and various costumes that you can imagine in your own head.
They're wearing fucking pig skin.
They're going to be wearing LePage's face in a moment.
They probably think LePage is in costume.
Yeah. One of the children walks by and explicitly says that. LePage is dirty from memory as well. He got his clothes got wrecked in some affair.
He was in the mud. He was in the mudslide in the Goblin Tunnel.
That's right. That's right.
In the bar fight, he.
LePage needs a laundry.
Yeah.
And he still flexed his clothes on the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was still flexing. That's still right. Flexing.
Yeah.
He was still trying to flex in that situation.
I think LePage might have to go shirt shopping this episode. All right, let's get into this, please.
Yeah, so you've just left the mayor, and you're walking through town. Back in the village.
All right. So I guess I go over to Solomon and I say, if you didn't hit that mayor, I was about to do the same.
Hopefully he got through the night at the tavern. A few bevies would have sorted him out.
Should we check on him?
I don't want to have that fight yet.
All right.
Just as you're speaking, Sildar actually runs up to you and he says, "Gents, I need to speak with you very quickly." He said, "I cannot believe that the conversation with the mayor divulged that way, but some part of me believes he deserved what he got. But yes, he does seem like one of the more imbecile type people around here. But look, in order to remain like to keep peace in the city, he did mention something about Wyvern Tor and there being bandits there, and perhaps these are the bandits that you're confusing these red brands with. And he mentioned to go check out the situation, and perhaps we could all get back along one of these days.
The Wyvern Tour? Where's that?
It's about an 8-hour walk northwest of here on the Tribor Trail.
That is very oddly specific.
I've just the map's right here.
We'll think about that.
Certainly.
I'd love to check out the shops to see if they'd sell us anything. Now that
We got a Halloween special.
What's that?
Do you have any Halloween discounts?
they're smashing prices.
Are these pumpkins free?
Well,
If they are, I immediately slam one of Horatio's head.
that's bad luck. You're cursed.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you add a curse, -2 damage modifier.
Bro, my dice are already cursed. You know how this thing goes.
Can we see if any of the vendors are, now that we've scared off these red cloaks, if they're ready to deal with us?
Yeah, so you're going back to, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah,
girl
yeah,
sold
I
the
can't remember her name right now, but I'm just looking
Is
it
she
up.
the weaponsmith?
Yeah, she took all of the weapon parts and the armor part, but she couldn't do anything with, like, she couldn't give us a finished product.
I know a lot happened last session. There's one particular thing that I remember we were supposed to do that we didn't get around to that slipped my mind. Was there something to do with like some shrine or house or something that we were supposed to go visit?
That was Lady Garel. So Lady Garel's in the center of town at the shrine. Molly said to you that Lady Garel is a lovely like woman. She's very like regal. She's very kind to everyone in town, but her special powers haven't been working lately, and that she might need some help. But she's also been someone that's been trying to solve the problems around town. But yeah, she worships the goddess of luck, and at the shrine in the middle of town. That was probably what you were remembering. And yeah, so you went to the store, the armor and weapons store. You brought supply to the Lion's Gate cellar, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You brought supplies to them, like armor scraps and stuff from the goblin camp, and she paid you a little bit of money to do so.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to check, is I wanted to see if now that we've scared them out of town, or at least for the night, if they're ready to vendor with us.
Yeah, sure. All right, so I think her name was Elmina. All right, so you're going to visit Elmina. So you knock on the door, and she says, the three of you back so soon. How can I help? What can I do you for? And remember, she also sells everything like in the player's handbook as well, like that you can start with. So your knickknacks, your rope, your weird things, your ball bearings, like Horatio has. But then, yes, you can tell, like, it's like a gun store. She's got the the lock case of weapons and armor behind her.
Well, as you can see, my attire has been ruined. I was wondering if you had anything of the leather assortment that I could swap out my ruined cloak for. And
Elmina looks at you, and she says, she like looks you up and down, and she says, I think I have something that might just suit you perfectly. I've been trying to sell this for years. And she swings back to the back of the store, and you can hear like knocking like dust off of something, and she comes back out, and it's like, to LePage, this is like the most beautiful outfit he could almost ever draw up, and you're like gobsmacked by this. It's head to toe as well. Like, it's got like a pop collar, it's got like beautiful buttons, it's like purpley in color with like greenish pants, and it's like exactly what you draw up in your mind. And she says,
it's exactly the one thing I was looking for. The magic store.
And she says, well, what would you be willing to pay for something then, if it is so perfect?
What type of protection would this offer me?
It's just an outfit, sir.
I need something that is more in the. What I've learned as of recent is I can't take as many punches as I thought I could, and although my clothing was of great use to me before, it's no longer becoming part of what I need. I could really use something that's more, a little stronger in material.
So you're looking to hang up the beautiful regal outfits and don some adventurer's gear then?
I wouldn't go that far, but maybe a breastplate or maybe like a chest piece of some sort.
And she looks at you. She says, look, I know I said it to you before. I can't deal with you at the moment. I can't deal the armor and swords and weaponry that I have. The Red Brands watch me too closely, and they've been telling me not to.
Did you hear about what we did at the bar to these Red Brands?
Yes, I've heard amazing news from around town. I didn't realize that was you though.
Yeah, that was us. We're the trio.
And she says to you, look, they still have eyes everywhere. I still don't trust that I could open the doors to you at this stage. There's still Red Brands floating around the streets, coming here and there. And to be honest with you, given it's Halloween, it's even scarier at the moment. Everyone's in a mask, and I can't tell who's who and who's watching. And she's very obviously visibly like scared at this stage in a lot of ways. And she just says to you, look, I'm just going to ask you to leave now. You've come back twice. I don't want you to bring any trouble here.
All right, can I roll a
charisma?
What kind of check here? Yeah, a charisma check, and to basically say it's like, don't worry, we've got this. But it would really, really help if we could get some gear before we sort them out again. All
right. Yep. Go roll however you want, whether it's online or not.
Yeah, I'm just
you can do IRL.
Performance. I'm just gonna do a performance roll.
Performance, yeah, it's the same. Charisma. She says, so she looks at you and like looks both ways, and she says, look, there is if we make things very quickly, we could slip out the back, and I could show you some of the temporary pieces that I have in some crates out the back.
Perfect. I need something for myself and my two partners.
So roll. So are you gonna go? Yeah, you're gonna go with her. So she says, yeah. she ushers you around the back. She sort of says like, you guys go out the front and the back, and she'll slip out the back. Yep. All right. Roll a stealth check as a team.
Oh fuck. Oh, this is not good. Nothing.
However bad you think it is for you, man, it couldn't be. Oh, okay, never mind.
It's the average. Here we go. Ratio. Oh, he's rolling with advantage, and he's still
disadvantage. I have heavy armor on.
Oh, it's actually it's disadvantage. Disadvantage. Yeah. No.
That was a nat one. It was a nat one. +1.
All right.
Okay, so you're slipping out the back, and you're walking around the corner, and she opens up some crates, and you see within the crates there's looks like some leather armor. There's some goblin weaponry as well, similar to the ones you saw at the Cragmaw Castle. And she sort of points to the leather armor and says like, this is something that could suit you, but it would, obviously it'll cost you.
What do you have on right now, Horatio?
It's +1 leather armor, medium.
I have leather armor, light.
Could I get 2 of those +1 leather armors then?
I don't know. Can Horatio actually wear medium armor? I don't even know.
There's only one. She only has one.
You take it.
I'm not gonna buy one piece of armor. It's gonna give me +1 AC. It's a waste.
You may as well. We've already exposed her by coming back here.
Okay, sure, fine. Okay, I'll buy the one.
All right, so it's what is it? 45 gold pieces out of your inventory, and can we just add this, or can you make it possibly,
Yeah,
or not? Is that all
I'll
right?
get it. Yeah, I'll do it.
You
when
know how to
tell
do it.
story.
You know,
Yeah.
you know how to do it better. Okay, so she says, like, she's like really conspicuous though when she's handing you this. She's even put on like a kind of a spooky Halloween mask in order to do it. And yeah, so she hands you the leather. There's some potions. Like if there's a few potions of healing. There's, what else is there? Nothing of like great value to you other than the leather armor. She's like, this is all I have at the moment, but obviously once these red brands have been dealt with, I can more freely open up my cages.
Okay. How about I grab a few potions as well?
How much is a potion? What are they, like 25?
And how many does she have?
3.
Yeah, I'll take the lot.
Still here. I'm just grabbing another drink.
Yep. Potion of healing price is 50. They're 50 each.
Yeah, that's
50.
fine.
All right. They're more than the armor. All right. So
Yeah.
150 plus, what did I say, 55 or something? 45 for the armor?
I've got it all.
Perfect. So do I need to add that for you? I think
Nope.
I've got it here. No, you've got health though? No.
Let me just figure out where they are.
You'll be able to find it quicker than me. That's fine. Okay, so she hands you 3 potions of healing. She hands you the leather armor, which I'm sure you'll put on momentarily. And she looks back around, and just as she does so, you see 2 crossbow bolts shoot her in the chest, and she dies
Not
in
cool,
front
dude.
of you.
I hope that armor was worth it.
Horatio, like from the corner of his eye, Horatio sees like 2. All he sees is like the wisping of the cape behind some chimneys on the rooftop, but they have actually, yeah. So obviously the Red Brands have shot her and killed her in cold blood in the streets that now run red.
Okay, well,
behind the town, like it wasn't visible to anyone else. Sorry, it was behind
Curtis is slowly learning about the consequences.
Yeah. I'm just standing here in shock now with like her blood splatter on my face.
Yeah.
Like it's just like hit my face and I'm just like wiping it away like traumatically. I'm distraught. I'm freaking out because it's like what have I done?
I nudge Horatio. You may as well grab his gold back at least.
Horatio just ruffles through the freshly dead corpse and takes back LePage's money.
No, I stop Horatio and I put I was like, what are we doing? Like it's like we're not stealing from this woman.
Okay. If we must, and I'm gonna try and help LePage and snap him out of it. And
Yeah,
say,
like
there's just over there. Just saw 2 people, or 2 wisps of red. I think we should focus our attention to there. Try and break him out of his stammer.
I looked at Solomon and I'm like, I need your help. This has gone on too long. This is no longer a fist fight.
Can we see them at all?
No, they've disappeared. They were on the rooftops as well. So yeah, they were watching the whole thing, and they heard clunk.
So we saw them disappear. What did we actually see? Like, can we?
Horatio saw them out of the corner of his eye, and yeah, he anticipated that they were more of the same, like wearing those red cloaks, red brands.
So they weren't in like Halloween costumes or anything.
Don't know. Horatio thought that they were more red brands, but yes, we don't know about the costume.
Okay. Well, I would love to go after these guys. LePage is just he's he's finally trying to like help people out, and now he's just gotten someone killed.
Help people
And-
out by asking them to illegally sell them weaponry.
No, not illegally. I was asking for them to help me so I could help them. And I didn't buy any weapons. I bought more clothing because my clothing has been ruined. This was literally a shopping spree. That's now gotten someone killed.
So LePage's vanity has gotten someone killed.
Yeah.
Help me be beautiful. It's good for you, trust me.
shit's gotten real here all of a sudden.
Okay. Well, LePage is pissed off, and he's gonna storm off towards the Red Cloak's fucking mansion,
Tavern.
whatever.
Yeah, I'll follow. I'm keen.
I will also follow.
Hold on, are you going to the
What else?
tavern or are you going to their hideout?
They're hiding.
I think
Hideout.
the broken
The hideout.
building on
Was
top
the
of the hill.
hideout not like 8
The
hours
dilapidated
No,
thing.
the hideout's not an 8-hour walk. The hideout's in town.
Yes, hideout's like up. Look
Oh,
at your
oh,
map.
No, an 8-hour walk was the other.
That was the other.
Yeah. Wyvern
Oh.
Tour.
Let's go to the hideout then.
Yeah, the hideout's just past like the mayor's office up on the hill, like dilapidated manor. You can see it on the right side of your map if you can see my cursor there.
Yeah.
That's
I
like,
saw it.
again, this is just a guide of it all, but yeah, it's sort of like you can see how it's up on a hill looking down.
Yeah.
Used to be like gorgeous, regal, and now it is dilapidated. You can see that from there. Okay, so you're heading there. As you are heading there, LePage, you're sort of walking through the main street of town. You're all walking together. LePage and Horatio are holding hands now because LePage is distressed. And out of the corner of your eye, you notice something in you've been like kind of eagerly watching the rooftops because of obviously what had happened, and you do notice it's getting darker now. It's like twilight. It's very spooky Halloween, and you do notice there is a figure up on the rooftops, not in red. It looks like dressed all in black, sort of just watching all of the three of you.
Does it resemble the girl that we saw right at the start?
LePage is there, is seeing it.
Oh, we're not seeing it. Okay.
But same question, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Do I recognize her?
Yeah, it's hard for you to see. It's getting dark, all in black, which obviously that person at the beginning was. I mean, yeah, it looks to be of a similar stature, but you couldn't tell for fact.
Do I see any identifying marks, or is it just black?
You can roll perception. I feel like this is always your lowest roll.
It
For
is.
it is. You almost never
My
notice anything, do you?
My
No.
lowest rolls tend to be whenever I roll my dice.
Mine's also perception.
I perceive a person.
Yeah, so obviously you can sort of see like the person is wearing like quite a tightly bound armor and a robe, but no, nothing obviously discernible. And as you're looking as well, just as you take a blink, the person actually almost disappears, and you no longer can see, and vanishes, and you can't see them at all.
All right. Well, I say to the guys, I'm like, did you guys see that?
Did we?
See what?
I don't think we did.
I just say, like, I think I saw something on the roof. I just don't know.
It's okay,
It's-
buddy. We know you just watched someone lose their life, but we're here for you. Don't worry.
All right. I shake Horatio's hand out of my hand, and I keep walking.
I was joking about that. You didn't have to be holding hands.
No, I want to hold hands.
All right.
I want to hold hands.
So how close are we now to the?
Yeah, so you're walking up the hill. You've just
Just quickly, as we're passing some of the other houses, just grab one of the pumpkins and even just a little cloak off a little skeleton decoration, just in case we need it for when
are
we
you
get
gonna
closer.
wear it? Like
I'm gonna wear it.
yeah.
I just pull out a dagger and quickly cut a little hole in the bottom, and we're gonna do some trick or treating.
A little hole. Your whole body will fit in there.
Is there one that looks like has real like, scary face on it?
Yeah, there's all like all
Like, you know,
shapes
like,
of sizes.
is there one that like looks genuinely intimidating?
Uh,
Not necessarily to the point of like an intimidation.
advantage. Yes, absolutely. There's some menacing ones like
Like
the headless horseman. You imagine the headless horseman.
One I could see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put that one on.
LePage is disgusted.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm just walking at this point.
I throw it at LePage.
Okay, it splats on his already dirty robes.
No,
and
I literally just put on a new set of armor.
Yes, roll a dexterity save, LePage.
Oh, it was a 1 for a second.
Okay, so a medium-sized pumpkin strikes you in the back of the head and neck and splatters down your new armor.
It looks like blood, trust me.
And you turn around and there's Horatio and Solomon standing there with pumpkins on their heads.
I cast Mage Hand and I crush the pumpkin on Horatio's
Oh.
head. Just like break it on his head.
Is it one of those goopy ones too, like pretty fresh?
Yeah, like I just
in the sun for a day.
it's just like fucking pumpkin goo.
Yuck.
Please tell me you have that as a cantrip.
Mage Hand,
Pumpkin
yeah,
goo.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, yeah, of
We're
course.
gonna need spell slots, my guy.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
On that note, pause out of DM mode. I did think of some ways we could make the mage hand more useful as well. Like if you wanted to use it in combat, we could just, you know how it was all -5s to everything. I don't mind if it's
it
like
sucks.
it could be
sucks.
zeros. I think it could be zero, but it only ever does like 1 to 3.
I think I'm just gonna keep using it out of combat for like things like if there's something that's super high up in the air that I can't get to.
I think the
use it.
reason they changed the way Mage Hand works for Baldur's Gate is because you are limited to creativity by what's programmed. In D&D, you're not. You can just. I think it's more meant to be
use it to like. Yeah, I think I use it to like drop a rope down for something that. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
really use, like,
definitely. Yeah, but if you, I'm saying like.
Grab onto a rope that I'm holding onto for you and not rolling that one.
I'm saying though, if you do want to
what
use it in
story are you
combat,
telling me?
yeah.
What story are you telling me? I don't know anything.
Roll a
about this
history
story.
check.
No, we wouldn't know different characters, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Two's getting it now.
Yeah. All right. So
All right.
we've crushed pumpkins on each other's. We're all pissed off again.
Solomon still has a pumpkin.
I'm still
Horatio, are
wearing
you
one.
replacing the pumpkin? Because you probably ate.
I'll get one that's like slightly too small for my head, and I can't breathe properly.
It's like choking him around the neck a little bit.
It's bulging. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're like squishing through it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get. I'm
I'm
starting to get angry.
It's like glowing and eerie purple.
I'm starting to get angry at the guys, and I'm like, guys, I can't be the only person that wants to go get this done.
I'm just trying to look scary.
Watch
And
this.
you do. You look very menacing.
Yeah, I've casted light, and it's like a real eerie sort of like swirly, like purple glow coming from the pumpkin.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
so
like black armor.
Yeah. Then
Very
I
menacing.
laughingly I wipe the rest of the pumpkin away, and I draw a little war paint on my face. I grab
Orange.
the pumpkin. Yeah, and I got this like war paint on my cheeks.
They just
Orange war paint.
slowly sort the pumpkin situation out.
All right, there. Pumpkin's done. We're all pumped.
All right, perfect. So, we're walking up the hillside, sweeping back and forth, and we turn around, look at Phandalin. The sun's sort of setting; it's twilight, and there's obviously the Halloween festivities are in full swing in Phandalin at the moment. You can see kids running back and forth and through the town, and candles lit, and you come approaching a beautiful manor, even more beautiful now that you can see it up close, but clearly hundreds of years dilapidated. Like parts of the ceiling are even coming down. It's just rotting away. And you can easily see, Horatio, you see like there's obvious like fresh tracks as well leading into the manor. And it's quite grand as well. And it's very like kind of ominous. It's obviously Halloween, and it's this like old, dilapidated manor. Not to the point of haunted house, but sort of.
I immediately turn to the page and motion to the door and just say, "Shall I, or do you want to do the honors?"
And Horatio just quickly pipes up and says, "Let me," because he was looking like a little kid in a costume.
Trick or treat.
Oh, that's actually such a good idea. You know when like Marines like stack up on either side of the door when they're gonna like flashbang it.
Yeah.
Solomon's doing that on one side with his sword drawn.
I'm actually gonna put a little flair on that too. I'm gonna cast an illusion, and I'm also gonna put like another kid with him at the door with
Surely make the kid in a red brand costume because he loves him so much.
Yeah, sure. It can be one of the red band costumes. And I'll put an illusion with Walkie at the front door, and I'll hide with Solomon.
Just before we get too creative here, like the front door is like kind of open already. Like this isn't.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah.
Curtis cast illusion of a door.
Sorry, it's not fully ajar. It's not fully ajar. I'm just talking like it's dilapidated. Like this isn't a new door. This isn't a new door.
Yeah,
is all I'm saying. Like
Solomon walks up, closes the door, and then motions for Horatio to knock on the door.
Horatio walks up.
Majority rules. This is our story now. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Knocks on the door and then tries to put on his best kid's voice, which is still very ruffly. Just goes, "Trick or treat."
Fuck me. And you knocked on the door.
My illusion goes, "Trick or treat."
Fuck, now I'm gonna have to have someone answer the fucking door. God damn it. Okay, so you very menacingly, there is a slow opening of the door, and it's pitch black inside, and all you see is like a weathered skeleton that's been obviously animated skeleton just standing there in sort of like, he's sort of got like an old bow tie and like weathered away tuxedo and everything, but it's an animated skeleton that is opening the door, and it's just sort of like looking at you.
Horatio just goes, "That's a cool looking suit," and tries to poke it and just puts his fingers straight through some of the bones.
And it just sort of like, like looks, but then just keeps staring at you.
So yeah, trick or treat.
And
we can go with trick.
And it says it says it doesn't, it can't, I'm just trying to think. Sorry, did you say trick or treat and I have to respond? It can't speak, so it just like sort of crunkles its neck and looks at you, but the door's open now.
Okay, I think I'll... Is it possible to just walk past him?
It's your trick.
Yeah, we'll watch this trick, and I'll just sprint inside the house.
And you, okay, so you run past the doorman, butler, animated skeleton, and like it doesn't really do much. It just looks at you.
Okay, can I shove the skeleton outside?
Yes. Yes,
I shove
you can.
the skeleton straight towards Solomon and say "trick" as loud as I can.
All right. Solomon, a skeleton flies out the door, and it like almost hugs you because it like is thrown into you so abrasively.
I squeeze incredibly hard to snap every one of its ribs.
Holy shit. Do a strength check.
Surely with advantage because it was surprised.
Absolutely.
Yeah, its ribs aren't looking good, bro.
Yeah, its ribs are fucked.
What are ribs?
So you smashed it, basically. You smashed the skeleton that was doing nothing but welcoming you into the house. Perfect. Again. All right, perfect. You almost,
what do you expect from
you
me,
crack
bro?
it right in half, and it just sort of crumples on the floor, and it says,
Solomon wants to add to his Halloween outfit, so he picks the skull up and like ties it to his belt so it's dangling like one of the heads. Horseman.
Fucking hell. You're looking very menacing.
I'm gonna steadily add to my costume until I get like a +1 on fucking intimidation.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so 2 pumpkin heads. LePage doesn't have pumpkin. Yeah, all right. So we walk in. You walking in now? We're all in. We've got Horatio in. We're walking in.
Just as a head thing as well, I also did cast light on my pumpkin, so there's like a purple glow in the room now. That's a cantrip.
It's not just light. It's a creepy light. It's a creepy light. Yeah.
But the point is, we can see, so none of this bullshit. It's just pitch black.
Perfect.
I got dark vision, so I have no idea.
So do I, but Horatio
can't see anything, so it's great.
I think Horatio is the first rogue in the history of D&D to not have dark vision.
There is a running joke in D&D that dark vision doesn't need to be there because everyone somehow has it, and you've managed to build a character that doesn't have it.
I know, that's what I mean. I've never once like seen a character without it.
It's a long-term joke that everyone has dark vision somehow.
Alright, so Horatio reaches into his backpack, pulls out his hooded lantern, and lights it.
I'm wearing a lantern.
I want my own light for once, okay? I haven't used this yet.
I'm not using your fucking light.
I'm a big kid now.
We've got dimly lit light. We've got bright light within sort of 20, 30 feet around us. And so immediately notice dark, scary, made even more ominous by the purpley light that's been refracted through the pumpkin head that Solomon's wearing menacingly, and lights up. Yeah, grand old mansion. LePage even recognizes some of the architecture and possibly even recognizes the architect or their line of work or the inspiration from them. Old chandeliers like used to be is still there, but like sort of hanging down. Hasn't been used in a long time, but obviously there is, what you do see is there's some visible like scrapes through the dust on the floor leading towards a room just around the corner, which you'd assume is the kitchen.
Is that a microwave?
No. Roll and get fuck check.
What are you talking about?
There's no microwave. LePage is like, what's this room?
Yeah, LePage has never set foot in a kitchen.
Yeah, he's never seen one.
Kniffy?
Is where the marks are on the ground leading to another room, is that room closed?
No, that's the kitchen. So yeah, you've got like staircases left and right. You've got like, you're on the main floor, around the corner is the kitchen. Quite obvious, like not much has been disturbed in this house outside of that like walkway to the kitchen.
I want to like quietly whisper to Horatio, maybe we shouldn't follow the tracks yet. If we get in a fight and we don't know what's upstairs, we might be in a bit of trouble. Let me head up there and rummage around a little bit and see if there's anyone there.
I will stay with you. I won't run off. And I'll wink at him.
And
stairs was a bold statement. Like there's like half the stairs are like completely crumbled down and you wouldn't be able to easily access the top floor.
You're saying half are working.
Yeah. yeah, the bottom half. You're still a good 30, 40 feet from it.
It's always 30.
Is the rubble climbable?
If you had rope, probably.
Guess what I've got, motherfucker.
Yeah, you could probably get up there if you sort of lassoed something and used a rope trick and.
I haven't got rope trick, but I have 50 foot of rope, so I want to like tie a little lasso and try and hang it around a banister or something like that.
Yeah, all right.
Just something that looks sturdy.
Yeah. You can do that. Yep.
I use my mage hand to assist him.
I mean, you can move mage hand, so you could just like drag me up with the rope.
LePage's mage hand tickles Solomon as he tries to lasso.
Motivates his nuts. No,
Okay.
I use my mage hand to ensure they get securely tied.
Perfect.
And anchored.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah. Great. Okay, so you're climbing up and you get to the top floor, and I don't need a check, that's fine. And you get to the top floor, and again, like, there's parts of the floor missing. Like, it's unstable. This whole place is unstable. There's parts of the floor literally missing.
Are there any doors?
Yes, so upstairs it's like imagine a big long walkway, like mansion, old school mansion. You've got like Scooby-Doo, doors. But some of them, like the doors are missing, and then in front of you, immediately in front of you, there's like holes in the floor. So that, like, you can see, well, if you peer over, you can sort of see down in your purpley hue, like into other rooms. Like I'm talking big gaps as well. Like parts of this house is like coming down. There's even when you look above you, there's parts of the ceiling, like you can see the starry sky above you in some places as well. This place is old.
So basically nothing's getting in or out of those rooms without like falling or making a noise and shit.
Yeah, it's you don't even trust the floor to hold your weight.
Okay, I'll head back down the way I came then and just let them know that, like, nothing up there is accessible. Yeah, we may as well follow the trail now. Like, it's barely a second floor.
That's a good description. To the kitchen.
I suppose, given that I'm the tanky one and the glowing one, I will lead the way to the kitchen.
Horatio will also extinguish his lantern after thinking about the fact that there could be other people in the house.
As he sees it, Solomon turns to him and casts the cantrip light on his lantern and says, No, you wanted your own one. You have it now.
Alrighty, we're in this.
Well, you both have pumpkins on your head. Okay. So you enter the kitchen where there's the obvious tracks, and they all sort of congregate there's like these really cool looking, like, way to, it says like pantry above, or cellar above, and then there's like these two sort of swirling like staircases down. There's no door in front of them or anything, and yeah, like, this is an old kitchen. It has not been used in years, but yeah, obviously the tracks are leading here.
As in, like, down the stairs, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
The third lead? Yeah, okay.
Apologies.
I'd lead the way down those stairs then.
Great. So staircase goes down, and you enter. Almost like you're almost surprised at how far down it does go. You're like, when's this cellar gonna sort of arrive? And the staircases are kind of like grand. You're almost surprised, even though the regalness of the place. Yeah, they're grand. It's a grand staircase. And you come into, finally at the bottom, you come into a room that has your traditional four walls, 10-foot ceilings, two recently lit oil lanterns. So there is a dim light in the room. Immediately in front of you is this like old cistern, it's filled with water. It even has a fountain bubbling around it, and it's just, yeah, a cistern. And then there's barrels and crates all around the room as well, that you can see are full of provisions and food.
LePage looks around and he's like, finally, I'm starting to feel like at home again. A room that I can relate to. It actually has space.
Did you not see the rest of this house? I thought you lived in luxury.
Yeah, I've lived in luxury my entire life, my dear friend. But this was once a beautiful building. You must be able to appreciate that.
Let's just find what's hiding here, and then we'll appreciate them.
Sorry. What you can also see, so you've got cistern in front. Can you guys see the VTT at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can sort of see the layout of the land, and next to the cistern, that is a door. So that is a door. That's the one door that you can see, obviously, in front of you, and it is more. It's not like dilapidated, like it's a newer door. It's obviously been, yeah, not, I wouldn't say recently, but it's definitely not the same era of worn down as the manor.
turn to LePage and just say to him, "You wanted your revenge? Let's go and get it." And I storm to the door and kick it down.
I walk behind him.
You just run up to the door and kick it down?
Yeah, I'm kicking it down.
Do a strength check.
Full on.
Do a strength check.
Siege mode. Where is that?
You're not trick-or-treating? Fuck.
Fuck no, bro. Okay, I say trick or treat as I kick the door down.
Even better. Awesome. Dirty 20. Well done. Okay, so you go up to the door, ignoring the rest of the room. You leading the way. Are you guys following? Or are you just like, are you almost stunned? Like, what the fuck is he doing?
We're following. We don't know why we're ignoring the rest of the room, but we're following the grumpy old man.
We can come back to it.
Yeah, all right. So Solomon runs up to the wooden door. He takes a foot straight through it, saying trick or treat, bitches, and opens up. And there are 3 red brands that just jump up. 2 of them were like in bed, and one of them was sort of standing there. And he's like, and he says, "Looks like we got some trick or treaters here, boys." And combat's going to begin. Yeah. Yeah, he's Aussie. Yeah.
From the Isle of Australia.
Do a history check. Actually, no. So they are like, they're obviously super surprised to see a fucking large old man in a pumpkin purple. Like they're taken aback by the sight that they see. Can you guys see this? Actually, yeah, you can't really see through there. It doesn't matter. We're gonna do this. And so 3 of them jump up, weapons like drawn almost immediately, and they're rushing towards the door. And the 2 are like, "What the fuck are you guys doing in here? And why the fuck are you wearing pumpkins on your heads?"
Trick or treat.
And
trick or treat Halloween time.
He pulls a big knife out.
What do these guys look like? Do they have the red cloaks on?
Exactly like they're the red brands. Yeah. They've got the scarlet robes on. One's
then I just Eldritch Blast the first guy because we haven't started initiative.
Perfect. All right, we'll be rolling initiative now. Let's just do this theater of the mind. Actually, I'll just break them out here so you guys can see them, and then yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. Except we'll just switch this around. There you go. Okay, so now just let me do this. Toggle. I'll let you do your attack as well if you want to roll. If you want to spin it up.
Damn, you got a hectic initiative bonus too. Why are you 4-2?
Bandit number 1 here had a good initiative as well. Natural 20.
Fucking nat 1. Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you roll your Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, that was my Eldritch Blast. I wanted to shoot one.
Well, I think so. The one that did jump up as well, like he was ready to play, and he was obviously extremely dexterous, and he actually leaped out of the way as the Eldritch Blast came through the doorway. The magic almost like searing the sides of the panel of the door as it happens, but he does jump out of the way, and we are in combat, and we are starting with bandit number this one, who's going to be attacking Mr. Solomon with his scimitar, with his heavy armor.
Boom.
Oof,
Yeah, that hits.
that hits, and that is going to be so he slices you across the chest, drawing blood for 5 slashing damage. And he ends his turn. It is LePage's turn. Oh, sorry, I haven't done this yet. There we go.
LePage casts Poison spray. Why doesn't it let me target people anymore?
Yeah, I turned that off because it was buggy.
Oh, it was great.
You just tell me who you want. It was great, but we can't use it on the new one at the moment. Nor can you hit anything, anyways. That's a myth. He says LePage says nothing after missing 2 attacks in a row and ends his turn as he sits next to the crates in the corner.
Alright, it's Horatio. He's just gonna go with his trusty old, pulls out the short bow, aims at the closest one to Solomon, and draws back. Will sneak attack if it hits.
The ghost dice, I like it. Oof, that's a hit.
Perfect. Alrighty. I screwed up. I didn't do my damage. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
You're also rolling with disadvantage because you have a pumpkin on your head squeezing you.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
All right, so 6 plus. Oof, big. 12.
Damage.
That is going to kill that bandit. You're going to shoot it. Yeah. How are you going to kill it?
That one's going to be pretty chill because I'm focusing on the others. So I
Red
think
brain.
just a really quick loosing of the arrow, slamming into his chest and saving Solomon in the process. And that will be my turn. Too focused on the objective.
All right, next bandit with great pace barges through the door, kicks it, like smashes through it, obviously visibly angry after his friend has had an arrow straight through him, and he leaps towards Solomon with his scimitar. And it's not going to let me attack for some reason. He is going to... Does 15 hit?
No.
Does not. Okay, so he stumbles out, misses with his scimitar, and now it is Solomon's turn. Don't worry about the VTT either. Like, everyone's in pretty close combat here.
I want to go up to the one that just swung at me. And,
Yeah. Let's do
as
this.
Solomon's eyes grow like a real electric purple from inside. Like the normal purple glow, and then like the eyes of the pumpkin are just like searing purple now. I just say, how do you like my Halloween costume? And I cast Wrathful Smite.
Divine Smite.
No, it's Wrathful Smite because it's Halloween. Fuck you.
Oh, cool. What does that mean? The target takes an extra necrotic damage from the
It's
attack,
just a
and it
different
must...
type of smite. Sorry, that was
Fuck.
attack. Wait, no, that was to hit. Yeah, fucking hell.
That was to hit.
That
That's going to hit. Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
And you're intimidating the shit out of him in the process as the pumpkin.
Ooh.
That's
Just the damage from the greatsword, and then I'll roll the damage from the smite. Just
Please do.
Jeez.
And he's frightened. He's dead. Along with being scared out of his mind, you're killing him with the... I want to know how this looks, though, the Wrathful Smite.
So yeah, so Solomon's eyes just like glow that searing purple, and it's kind of like an uppercut. So just like windmills his arm around and brings it up, and just like slices him in 2 pieces with like purple lightning crackling through the sword and shit.
Bang. Okay, so you've killed another, and the last one is... last one's also going to go for Solomon with his...
I'd dare him.
I still can't roll fucking dice with these guys. Fucking glitch. He is going to miss, actually. 100%. He rolled a 2. So last one is going to miss. This one is dead, and you've got one more standing in front of you. Just as he realizes both of his friends are dead, and he's actually horrified of you, Solomon, after you glare at him after he misses, and in through your pumpkin mask, he's terrified. And he starts to run away. He's retreating.
Where's he going, bro?
I Eldritch Blast him in the back.
You Eldritch. All right, roll. Sorry, I was just thinking about something else.
Eldritch Blast is not doing work today.
That does hit. That does hit.
Hey.
I thought you said they had heavy armor on.
Who has heavy armor on?
Oh no, you said.
Ooh.
Never mind.
No, they don't have heavy. They've got like a medium sort of garb. Like they've got decent armor, but they're still like one cut above like a bandit. Like they're a little more organized.
So
Tiger
as he's running away, I Eldritch Blast him into the back.
Hit him
Launch
for
him
8
into the wall.
damage. Yeah, perfect. So he does firmly smack the wall with the force of the Eldritch Blast. Actually hits him into the wall. And I'm gonna put him over here actually. And he you don't know why he's running, but he does, and he smacks into the wall. And whose turn is it? Horatio. Horatio, he's got his back turned to you. I'll move you here. Here, you can see him.
Perfect. I will
Finish him.
pull out my dagger and throw it at him.
Nice. That hits.
I'm glad. All right. 5.
That is going to kill him. You're finishing him.
Perfect.
Double
I think
kill.
I'll pull the knife out and hold it by the tip. And he's got his back to me, so I'm just gonna aim square in the back of his head. And as it spins end over end, and then just lands straight in the base of the skull.
Nice.
And yeah, the blood splats through the back of his head, hits the wall, and he peels down and dies in front of you, and he is gone. And that is the end of combat.
That is the cleanest combat we've ever had.
Ever.
I mean, I still took some damage, unfortunately, but
Oh, did you?
Yeah, there was some. There was some.
Flash for like 5 damage.
Yeah.
All right. After that, I look around to see if there's any loot on the corpses or anything that stands out that might be worth putting in my pocket.
Definitely. Can you yeah, so you found they all had gold on them. So they had, let me tell you how much. 5, 13, 15 gold pieces.
Okay.
No, sorry, 20. Natural 20. And obviously they've all got the cloaks as well on them. So that's something you could put on, obviously, if they've got cloaks. Yeah.
I want to put a cloak on as a disguise.
They're pretty fresh. Actually, there's even some more freshies in room that they came from that you see.
They unbloodied.
Unbloodied.
Yeah. All right. I want to put a cloak on as a disguise.
Fortunately, none are Horatio's size, but
I say to Horatio, I'm like, just follow behind me.
You're not gonna cut one up for the guy?
Oh, I guess technically we could
Help a brother out.
fold it in half.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the pants.
And still pumpkins on heads?
I'm keeping my pumpkin on.
I think Horatio's struggling to see at this point, so he might. I'll remove mine and leave the one intimidating character left.
Nice. And when I told you, like when I tell you about gold, you guys are just adding that. Is that easy enough to do?
Yeah, I've already done it.
So were we supposed to split that one? I remember.
You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, grab all of it.
I've already put it. It's 20 gold. It's not. It's not one of those like ones you need to split really.
Yeah.
All right. So did all of us put a cape on, or is it just me?
I've already got like a big fur cloak on, like sort of. So I'm gonna keep that on.
I think we could use it as a disguise though, and we can start to blend in here.
I point at my pumpkin. I am disguised, bro.
I look up at the page and also say, "Have you seen any of the red guards that are this height?" Like, I'm gonna trust in you.
All right. Well, I keep my red cloak on, and I was like, well, it looks great on me. And
It does. It does.
Awesome.
Light on now. That's so dark.
Yeah, you are getting dark there. You playing Halloween style.
He's gonna come back with a pumpkin on his head.
All right, so you've assumed the disguise of a red brand. Horatio, I was joking that you could. I mean, you could cut one in half if you wanted to wear one. I wasn't excluding you there.
No. I'm good. I know my limitations of my height. I'll survive without a red cloak.
Awesome. Okay. What's next?
Are there any other things in this downstairs area? Because that red cloak was running, but I thought there'd be more around here, to be honest.
You do notice though, like in the crates, there's a lot of like good food. Like it looks like some fresh spoils of like good as meat, chicken, like quality fruits and vegetables as well. Like so, like it's fresh. That's what you can see currently, unless you want to, yeah.
Meat just sitting in barrels.
It's all salted. Yeah, they didn't have refrigerators on the Sword Coast in BAC 22.
Plebs.
It's kind of cold down here as well. It's cold down here. This is the cold room.
All right. Well, I grab a piece of jerky and I start to chew on it. As we're
There is no way that a rich boy is eating beef jerky.
Yeah.
I'll say that one of our help used to make it, and I remember as a child, I used to like it.
LePage is trying to look cool, and he's like ripping on a piece of jerky. He's trying to look tough.
LePage is that guy that pretends he likes beer.
Gay.
LePage would definitely have a palate cleanser before he had a scotch.
LePage has a chamomile tea off camera.
You guys are in a room still. How are you gonna get out of it? What are you doing?
I suppose we just walk back up, can't we?
Yes.
So let's do that.
Are you done now? Are you leaving?
Is there anything else, or is it just barrels?
Can you all just roll a perception check?
Okay.
You, Horatio.
I'm trying to get back into the game. I accidentally closed it.
Nothing.
Fuck's sake. You guys are killing me. Horatio, you notice nothing.
Just stuck staring at the food.
I head to the door and turn around to motion to the others to come and take one last look at the room to please Brad.
What I will say is clearly the bandit was, the red brand was running away from you guys, and he was running towards a wall.
Okay. Can I go and investigate his body to see if there's anything on it?
You did, so yeah, you found some gold on that one.
Horatio's dagger is on his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Horatio's dagger is also on his head.
Ratio just walks up and then just stares straight at the wall and sees nothing with it.
Horatio bumps into the wall. He didn't notice it.
Just hands on hips, just like 5 centimeters from the wall.
All right.
Good boy.
I am now looking around in the room that they came from, and I don't see anything in here.
LePage, you did notice when you walk up to loot the one that was trying to run away, like it looks like there was like prints on the wall in front of him where his blood splattered as well.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping for. All right. Can I put my hand on the handprints?
Yeah. Very like almost like eerily easily, like the wall itself like opens and it leads you into another chamber. Click, click. Did you hear that? That's cool, isn't it?
I did not hear it, no.
Fuck.
I did.
Door open? I heard it.
Maybe it was too far away. All right, I'm moving y'all in here. I'm assuming you're all walking through.
Yeah, fucking oath.
I just paused the game for you. It's like too close quarters. It's like I'd probably, if I was live, I'd be like moving your pieces anyways, I would have thought. So you walk into a room, again, at the other end of the room, it's a very, like, quite a grand door. Again, sort of to the the same style as the house above, but obviously restored. It's like double French doors, like with a sort of like bronze engraving around the outside. And again, all the rooms like so far that you've been in are lit by, they all have somewhat recently lit oil lamps in them. So there's like a dim light everywhere that you go. And in this room, you actually see like an array of pumpkins as well. There was some jack-o'-lanterns stacked up.
Can I throw a pumpkin down the hallway? Because
yes.
I feel like there's something off with this room.
Sure. Just roll dexterity or strength. I don't care.
All right.
Nice. All right. You pick up the biggest pumpkin? Smallest pumpkin? Any pumpkin?
Well, just like an average sized pumpkin, and I just kind of like huck it down the hallway.
All right. It lands, like you give it a good nudge and it lands. The hallway's not massive. Like it's probably, I don't know, 40, 50 feet, maybe more. And you actually almost hit the door. So you've cleared everything, but yeah, nothing immediately happens. It like rolled along the floor, but yeah, nothing immediately happened.
All right. Then I start to walk. I try to like follow where I threw the pumpkin, and I try to like follow that path.
Perfect. So walks across the floor, and all of a sudden from beneath your feet, you do feel like the ground is very unstable and it actually starts to break away. Roll for a dex save.
How did my pumpkin not trigger this?
You sent it over.
I think you weigh more than the pumpkin does.
Debatable.
Is that debatable, or do we need to check that? All right. So, what would you do? Actually, what would you do? Like the ground starts to shake away. What's your next move?
Well, I try to obviously dash back to where I came from, where I know it's safe.
All right. I will look. I'll actually give you that because it's like it takes a bit of time for this to happen. Like it is a pressure. It's obviously pressure activated, but it takes some time. I'm happy to say that you're now on the edge of the trap. Down below you can see like old scraps and like wood and sort of pointy sticks, but like a very shitty old trap. But yeah, the floor itself crumbled onto it.
Would you say it's about 30 feet?
Probably 30, maybe 28.
Okay.
Not even that deep. No, like 10, 15 deep. And there is like a small but like sloping bit of the wall. You could still technically, you could sort of all of you could sort of shimmy across if you needed to. There's still enough space with if you're very careful.
Could I toss Horatio across?
If you wanted to try with a strength check.
He could just walk normally. Like he's
I know.
Like it's like a normal path for him.
No way worth the risk.
Horatio
No
starts
ways
to
are worth
walk towards the little gap.
Yeah.
Just feels Solomon tug him from behind.
No, I'm not going to. It's not worth.
Like he like for him, like this is like a normal like door. For us, we have to like shimmy.
I think you're understating how wide Horatio is.
That's what I was about to ask, because he is a big boy, isn't he?
He's a chunky.
I'm a wide boy.
A traditional halfling would be able to walk along either side with ease. But we know Horatio is not a traditional halfling.
Horatio lies down and gets taller.
Have we figured out how Horatio became overweight despite him being hungry and poor?
Yeah.
Or we hadn't thought of that.
I
can't remember.
We can explore that at a later date.
He's got a thyroid problem.
I'll flesh it out.
He's got a thyroid embolism.
Self-inflicted.
He's got some sort of affliction.
Yeah.
Watch it turn into his whole backstory. He was like cursed at a young age or some shit.
For stealing something, and now it's all now it's all the irony.
He's gonna,
he eats like 7 calories a day, but
yeah, he eats the head of broccoli and gains 2 pounds.
Yeah, he hasn't seen a calorie in weeks.
All right.
Okay.
So I try to be as light-footed and nimble as possible to walk along the edge that I perceive is still safe.
Yeah, there's actually, it's sort of on both sides. It's irrelevant though. I don't know. It's just in my head. And okay, so you're sort of creeping along the wall. Now I will ask you to do a dexterity save, please. Check. Not save. Check.
That's better.
Nice. You are able to successfully cross the gap.
All right. So I go across and I wave to the guys that it's fine.
yeah, I follow suit.
Hey Solomon, can we go at the same time?
I wave a lot.
Yeah, separate
That's
sides.
a good idea. Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, you both fall at the same time. Great.
You fall on top of each other, inflicting an extra d6 of bludgeoning damage.
We fall at the same time and do that shit. I don't know what it's called, but where they do that and meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Bridge.
That's a Dragon Ball Z power up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it called though? When they connect and become
The fusion.
Yeah, fusion. They're fusing. Yeah.
You want to fuse with me, do you?
Yeah, you'd get lighter somehow.
Yeah.
All right, are you both walking across?
Yeah.
Dex checks for both of you, please. Oof.
Oh yeah, good.
Wow, nice work. You all successfully get across.
I have
Good
rolled
job.
3 dirty 20s in a row.
Yeah, you have.
He's got /20 on.
Is that a some sort of thing you can add? A macro?
The trouble is I've used up a dirty 20 to smite a very low level red brand because I thought it'd be funny to do it in Halloween costume.
It was good.
But I'm wasting all my good rolls and now I'm gonna roll fucking nat 1s against the boss.
Yeah. Against anyone that has more than 11 HP.
Yeah.
Door in front of you. Big one. Open, not locked.
I motioned to Horatio. Do you want to trick or treat this one?
Yes. And then I try to kick it the exact same way. I say trick or treat.
Oh, okay, nice. All right, do a strength check.
A little stubby leg.
No way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trick or treat.
Horatio just kicks the bottom of the door and only the bottom half swings open.
What, because you disconnected it?
He's a head.
Yeah.
He's a head and 2 sets of knees.
Yeah. You smash like the bottom plates off so only you can walk through. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Awesome. So you do bust open and you're leading the way, and in front of you all, you see like the smell of like death lingers in the air. This is sort of like a dank mausoleum, crypt, grave, whatever you want to call it. There's
I mean, Horatio's homeless. We're surely used to this smell by now.
You all just think it's Horatio who's just run past you and kicked the door down. And yes, so you walk in, again, 2 like lanterns are lighting it up. It is still dimly lit, but you've got like lit somewhat recently candles around as well, very ominously, and you've got 3 sarcophaguses around the room, and all along the exterior of the room as well there are like skeletons, similar to the one that you saw at the front of the house. They're not obviously alive, but they are skeletons, and they do seem to bear arms, so like they had their bows and swords that are sort of like still like in their hand and on their backs, but yeah, like old dead skeletons amongst 3 sarcophaguses. Far end of the room you can see a door as well. You can see 2 doors, actually. Sorry.
Do a history check to see if there's anything that I might have read in my studies throughout the years about what type of sarcophagus these are and
Yep.
Mine the corpses live in.
Oh, thanks, smartass.
Once he rolls an
I
8,
roll-
I'll let you
Whatever
say
roll
that.
in that one, and then that's the answer.
Yeah. Have you ever passed one of those checks?
No,
Like to actually do what you want to do, other than some charisma ones you did.
Charisma rolls.
You can never find anything out or see anything though.
Yeah, but charisma not a problem. I can talk somebody into getting themselves killed.
Yeah,
but I can't fucking.
You 100% deserved everything that you got in that conversation.
Yeah.
So yes, LePage sort of butts his way through and notices the sarcophaguses on the ground. They certainly do look like the ones that would hold dead people.
Dead people.
You're offended by the smell in here, even more than you were like with Horatio around. You're offended by the smell. It's old, dank, yuck.
Wouldn't I feel at home being a warlock?
No, you're rich.
You're rich though. You're a rich warlock.
You ain't never seen.
I mean, that's up to you. I guess it's up to you.
Well, like you can be rich and still be good with death.
Are you good with death?
Yeah.
Sure. You love the smell.
I suppose we don't really know you, so.
Yeah. Yeah, like he's super rich, but he's definitely got like he's done some dark occults and.
So he's part of he's part of Scientology and certain shit like that, yeah.
Well, Christianity, but whatever.
So you
say that Brad's stream will get in trouble.
Oh, sorry. He's in Hamas. He's on the good side.
Doesn't touch
Thanos.
Don't worry.
Okay, so you're in a room, four walls, 10-foot ceilings, 3 places where dead people would lie, skeletons all around the room, and
2 turtle doves.
2 doors on the other side of the room. 3 mausoleums.
That's where my brain is going. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay.
And a corpse that's reanimated.
All right, I go put my hand on one of the sarcophagus, and I can I'm just trying to see if I can feel any presence of a dead body inside.
Wow. Okay. All right. So you're just opening up the sarcophagus.
No,
Yeah.
like
Who knows what sarcophaguses are used for? I don't think I need to feel the presence to know if there's a corpse inside.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm like, where's he going with this?
I don't know. I don't know if there's actually a corpse in there.
What's he gonna do to it? Yes, he opens up. All right. So LePage goes up to one of them, opens it up, and feels what he believes to be a dead body.
Okay. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, there's dead bodies in here.
We've just spent 10 minutes figuring out that the coffins hold dead bodies.
Does anybody have speak to dead?
If anyone's gonna have that, it'd be you, bro.
Be
I
you.
know. I really just didn't want to go into my roles and fail again.
Just as you pull your hand out, LePage, you peer to the corner, and the 3 skeleton corpses on the ground, they almost like you hear like a crack, almost like the butler, and they start to wake up and animate themselves. And Solomon, just to your left again, the arms of one almost grabs onto you and pulls itself up with its sword next to you, and they're all growling and they're all animating all around you and looking very vicious and ominous.
I think they want their friend's head back.
I untie the skeleton head from my belt and just.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I didn't.
All right. So you've got one pretty close to you. You could almost smash it. He's almost draped on you. You could almost smash it on his head.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm doing that then.
Perfect. All right. Well, you will be, yeah. So you smash the skeleton on the skeleton, and it smashes open. It also blasts like a piece of its head, and it like gnarls at you, and you're rolling for initiative.
Do I do damage at least?
Yes, you do 2 bludgeoning damage to its skull. Sorry.
Oh, skull.
Thanks for the reminder. I was planning on doing that for you. Ooh, skeletons with the big rolls. What the fuck?
Well, I'm late in the initiative order, so I'm gonna get another drink while you guys talk.
Everyone lighten the, this is a nasty little fight here. Okay. Cool. All right, so skeleton 1 is, what can these little fuckers do?
How do we go from 3 skeletons to fucking like?
They were all around. Sorry, you just noticed the first 3, which were to your immediate right, and then the ones nearest to Solomon animated around him. So there was skeletons all around the room.
All right.
All right, skeleton in the corner is going to take his short bow and shoot it right at LePage, who opened up the sarcophagus.
Valid.
Makes sense. I hope this works this time. Does 14 hit you? Does it? No, right? Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah, my armor is 14.
Yep. All right, skeleton shoots its short bow at LePage, who's somewhat surprised, and strikes you for 4 piercing damage. Ends its turn. Next one is going to run immediately over to LePage as well. Happy for you to use the BTT in this instance as well for combat. I'll unpause the game, I guess. You probably need me to do that.
Be nice.
Be nice. Does 11 hit? No, does not. Horatio.
I will draw my short sword.
Horatio,
And
you will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
You are in close combat. This is close combat, so you would be at disadvantage shooting your bow here if you didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. So I'll use the short sword. And I will swing at the one that attacked first. So just
Yep.
top right of me on the
Yep.
BTT. So this one's not disadvantage, is it? This is normal.
No,
Being a
just
short
normal. Yep.
It's just the bow. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah, because you're close. Oh. What was that rule about criticals again? Is there a critical failure rule or?
Deciding on that, I can't remember.
So Horatio goes to, after feeling emboldened by that massive kick that he had through the door, he goes up to smash the skeleton and just sort of topples next to him and clear misses him.
Do we end up, can I just clarify, do we end up making it so that at minimum a crit does max damage? Is that what we ended up deciding?
What were the 2 options again? I was going to talk about that.
So there were 3 options. There was option 1 was if it's lower than your maximum regular attack damage, it just becomes a max damage attack.
Yes.
And then, which is what the one I think is probably the most
That one's
overall
that one I like. Yes, that I was happy with that. Yeah.
There was another one which I think is probably technically better, but it just requires more housekeeping, especially as we level up, which is the idea that every dice is an average minimum.
Yes.
So like, say you roll everything high, but one of your dice is a 1, it becomes whatever the average is. But the trouble is then you have to look at each individual dice, and it'll slow things down when we're rolling.
It's too hard. Yeah, it's too hard. I'm just happy max, I think.
The one that is kind of overpowered, especially when there's only 3 player characters, is the one of like it's max damage plus damage roll.
Yeah, which is nuts.
Which it does work, but it just becomes hard to balance.
You have to balance it, yeah.
It's being done 2 player characters, and when there's only 3 of us,
Yes.
it's hurt.
Yes. That's what I keep thinking of. I'm like, it's all good and well and good if you guys roll criticals, but you guys will die if I do.
And then it kind of makes it unfair and not in the spirit of the game if you make it different rules for enemies and players. So.
Oh, 100%. I think just it has to be max. It has to be max.
Max damage or higher.
I don't even mind if you do the minimum if you want to do the maths and stuff. Doesn't matter to me. You could use either one.
It'll get annoying. I think we just pick something and stick with it. So
yeah,
like,
just it has to be max. Yeah.
Like say you do 3d6, but then which doubled would become 6d6, but you roll like 1s and 2s the whole way around.
Yes.
It should become a minimum.
Getting this.
Just max.
Well, max damage minimum for a critical. We'll just say that.
Yep. Horatio, is that your turn, or do you have another move?
Oh, hell no. That's it. I'm ashamed. I'm done.
Next skeleton is going to rush over to Solomon. And he's going to pull out his short sword and does... Wow. 23 hit your AC. I'm assuming it does, yes. And... so skeleton hits you. The short sword does 6 slashing damage. Fuck, every skeleton goes before you guys, nearly. Next skeleton's gonna shoot at LePage. Wow. 21, I am assuming hits.
Yeah.
Jesus. critical. Short bow shoots you. The skeleton shoots you for 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
I think that was max damage.
Relax.
2 max damage in a row then, because I copped 6 damage as well.
Yeah, you did. Fuck, you guys are gonna get toasted here. Next skeleton is gonna take a shot at the Horatio here. Where are we going? And roll a 27. I'm kidding. 11 misses, and it is another skeleton's turn. He is going to attack the big boy in front of him. Jesus. 22 is going to hit. And he is... You guys saved all the good rolls for me. He's doing another 6 slashing damage to you.
Who was he attacking, sorry?
Solomon. Sorry.
Ooh.
You guys are getting slaughtered with the 6s. It's Halloween. And it's Solomon's turn. You gotta pull some shit out here, Solomon.
I'm aware. Double check.
Solomon's looking pretty worse for wear in his state physically at the moment.
Oh, you can see my HP, can't you?
I can definitely see it, yeah.
It's somewhat unfortunate, isn't
it? Greatly?
I'm going to cast Lay on Hands for 10 points.
Nice.
And that's my bonus action.
Nice. So you can face tank one more attack?
The way it's going. And then I'm going to the one right in front of me, just swing it in with my great sword.
Yep. That one also, yeah, he's slightly weaker as well, because you hit him with a skull.
15?
15 hits.
Cool. 9 damage.
9 damage.
Plus 3. I have
12? 12 damage? You're gonna kill him.
Cool. This one ain't special. Solomon's hurting. He just fucking swings his sword at him and he falls over.
Yeah, and crumbles in a pile of bones on the floor.
Yes.
LePage, turn. Are you done, Solomon?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Would you say I'm at least 10 feet away from any of my allies?
Yeah, you're within 5 feet of. This is to scale. 5 foot blocks. This room's to scale on the VTT.
So I move from here to here.
Yep.
So that's now. Am I now 10 feet? 5,
You could
10?
you could even go to here, and then you'd be 10 feet away from Horatio.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'd still be within 10 feet of all them.
I drink a potion. Is that a bonus action in this, or is it an action?
It's a bonus action.
All right, I will drink a potion. Did we decide on a standard?
I don't mind rolling for it if it does it for us.
Didn't we say if it's an action, it's max, and then if it's a bonus
Yes.
action, you roll?
Yes, exactly
Okay,
right.
yeah, so roll. All right.
That's right. If you want to use an action, you can get the full benefit. If you want to roll, you
Yeah.
can roll. Yep. That was a good roll.
Action, a regular potion is 2d4 plus.
I'm gonna top up my health here. And for my attack, I am going to use Arms of Hadar because
No.
This always goes well.
oh, that's why I made sure I'm away from you guys this
I
time.
appreciate that.
Yes,
I love the Halloween theme to all of this.
Yeah,
Trial and errors.
I make sure I'm
This does like enormous damage, doesn't it? Don't
Yeah.
set the template though. I don't even want to see it. I don't like it. Don't even worry about it.
I mean,
I like it.
Okay. Drop it.
But no, I'm done. Like whatever.
No, I can delete it. I just have to
No,
figure
go.
out how to do it.
No, it's
Do you want me to
fine,
do it
whatever.
for you?
No, I'm already done.
Did I break your heart?
Brad just cast Arms of Hadar on Curtis personally.
Okay, so
Alright. 5 damage.
but I have to do a save. I have to save. Okay, yeah. But what do I have to save? Can you just read it? Oh, strength save.
Basically 12 strength.
Yep. I'll do a public roll for them if you'd like.
Fuck me.
Maybe roll up. I'm gonna roll for each of them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is kind of like an all or nothing play right now.
No, he didn't. He got it. He got it.
Get above 12.
It's got to be 12 or above.
Hey.
Hey. All right. So you did 3 to 1 and 5 to the 2 others. Nice. What does that look like? It's Halloween. You got to describe that one.
I mean,
This-
I channel the dark gods, and you can see the tentacles come up from the ground and wrap themselves around the skeleton's ankles, and then cripple them as they strike in with like a grasping vine, and it like kind of cracks all of the bones slightly. You just hear it like it's like not a break, not a sound of a break, but you've definitely heard like the bones crackle from the gripping of the vines.
I even say that you've like given the strength of that spell, you could crack their legs and ruin their movement as well, if that's what you were sort of going
that's-
after.
That's kind of what I was getting at too.
Perfect. We're on the same page.
LePage.
Excellent. Is that your turn? The page. French
Less than
French
page.
for the page.
It's still incredibly fun to me that I mocked Lepage's name at the start of the campaign, and now it's just become
Became
Lepage.
canon.
Canon. Yeah.
Sorry, is that your turn? Did I ask that
Yes.
already? Yes, it is. Okay. And now you're all gonna die.
Probably.
LePage. Short skeleton next to the little man is going to attack. Or does 16 hit Horatio? Yes.
It does.
These are the best rolling skeletons I've ever seen in D&D, that's for damn sure. He's going to hit you with a short sword across, just sort of slices your arm for 3 damage.
You took it easy on me, I see.
Next is attacking Lepage. $17 hits. Assuming. Yep.
Yep.
Another short sword to you, LePage. You're surrounded by them and you got hit for 6 slashing damage.
Glad I had that potion.
Base tank. Horatio.
How much health do you have, Solomon?
I have enough now. I was hurting. I'm okay now.
Okay. I might move up to try and help take off some aggro. I can't move. I think I broke my controls.
I think
Hang on.
I broke it.
That's alright.
It's these measured fucking templates. They break the game. Hold on.
That's alright.
I think
I'm here.
Just out of DM. That's the problem.
Which
Does this spell not now? Sorry, hit Horatio?
oh is it lingering?
No, it's a
No, I don't
one-time.
think it is.
It's a one-time use. But then darkness. Sorry, it is not. But then darkness is cast. Is it not? Or is it? Let's look.
I don't think so.
On a
say
successive.
that.
It's just
In-
necrotic.
So in BG3, it casts a darkness cloud around you as well. But I'm happy
Oh.
just to skip it. Yeah.
Duration instantaneous. Okay, so it's just
Yeah. A one-time go.
all right, that's good. I just wanted to make sure he just didn't like kill himself.
He hasn't.
Yeah, that's good. I've got a light on me. It's all good. My lens.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
I'm just gonna, third time's the charm. I'm gonna swing at the. They're all skeletons, aren't they? I'm gonna swing at the melee skeleton.
Yeah,
My
so
left.
that one actually is a little weaker than the other ones. Actually, yeah, they've all got damage. They've all been hit by that attack, right? So they've all got some yeah, they've all got like broken legs and stuff.
All the people that are swinging are doing damage, so I'm gonna attack the melee with a short sword again. Does a 14 hit?
That hits.
Perfect. I'm also gonna use sneak attack.
Ooh.
My old trusty.
4 plus.
That's one.
Jesus. All right, so you you run up with your dagger, the one that's obviously draped all over the page, and you slash him across the back for 5 damage.
Cool. And that is my turn.
He's worse for wear, but yeah, still ticking. Next one is going to attack Solomon down low. And he is going to miss you, Solomon. Next is, this one's like really cramped up in the corner. He only has a short bow, so he is actually going to be shooting it with disadvantage at Horatio. $13 hit, Horatio?
If it matches, does it hit or no?
Matches,
so-
hits.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it hits.
Of course it does with these guys. Jesus. Not too much damage though. He's just gonna knock you for 2 damage with a arrow in your arm.
Bit of an ouchie.
Yeah, bit of an ouchie. And skeleton next to LePage is gonna take a swing at, so Horatio's sort of aggroed him, and he's gonna take a swing at Horatio with his short sword. And he's going to miss you, Horatio. 11? Yeah? No, definitely not.
No,
Wouldn't have thought
miss.
so. Solomon, you are up. You gonna come hack your way through fucking skeletons to save your friends?
What other choice do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna swing at this dude in front of me with the bow. Take a big old swing with the great sword.
Yep. You are going to hit.
Mad.
How much health does he have?
10 damage.
Yep. All right. So great sword. You like cleave off like half of his arm in the process, and he's like half a body sort of lumbering and standing there, but still standing.
That means he can't shoot his bow anymore, surely.
Yeah, that's where I was getting at.
Mad.
With disadvantage, he'll bite the arrow and go.
I think I'm gonna use a bonus action to also drink a potion.
Yep.
It is 2d4 plus 2, 5 health.
He's getting that health back.
Yes.
It's amazing how low HP is at level 2.
Dude,
It's-
Swordsman in general is not as tanky as paladin, but I haven't even
Not as tanky as it needs to be for this party.
legit.
Is that your turn?
Curiosity killed the cat is pretty much the embodiment of LePage at the moment.
Go, LePage. Get yourself out of this.
Arms a hater. Arms.
No, I'm going to use my daggers and attack the one next to me.
So the one to the bottom, like the south of you, is really worse for wear, and the other one's like, yeah, hurting. So which one do you want to attack?
The one that's just hurting.
Yeah, right. Dirty 20 is hitting for sure. Five damage with your dagger.
Yep.
All right, you killed. Yeah, you're killing.
All right, so I just reached into my side of my band, take my dagger out, and give him a little shanky shank.
And he crumbles to the floor.
Yeah.
And done?
Yep.
All right, another one is going to rush towards Solomon and strike him with his sword. These guys have rolled incredibly well. That is going to be a... all right, so the skeleton rushes towards Solomon, does a massive strike with his sword, and almost like takes a piece of the shoulder, like gets it right into Solomon's shoulder, and does 8 piercing damage, and it's a critical hit.
Jesus.
Oh.
And he's done. Next, he has got that. The one that's really worse for wear is going to go for an attack on Horatio, who he's now engaged in combat with. He's going to miss. Horatio, save your friend.
Which one?
I'm kidding. They both need your help.
I'm gonna attack the one that just attacked me because that's not cool. I'm gonna do it with a dagger.
Fuck, that is missing.
Never mind. But what I will do is I'm going to use a bonus action to... If I use a bonus action to disengage or dash to get away without being attacked, can I like move multiple squares like normal movement, or is it just enough to get out?
Normal movement.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna square up on this guy. It's fine. I'll stay here.
All right. And go. Yeah. Nope. That's yours. Oops. So skeleton's rolling with disadvantage, and he's going to miss. 13 definitely misses, assuming Solomon.
Yes.
Yes. And also rolling with disadvantage in the close quarter combat. Horatio 11 misses, I'm assuming. Yeah. All right, you're coming back, Solomon.
Did I? I'm not. If I'm not mistaken, did I not? Oh no, sorry, I wounded him. I didn't kill him.
Yeah, you've severely wounded the one to your left. The other one has not been hit.
Yeah. I suppose I will. Oh, it's been worse. I'm gonna deal, just for the sake of making sure that 2 of them can't hit me, I'm gonna swing at the one that I've already weakened. Just because I will feel safer.
In case they roll another 6 damage every time, minimum.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
that's a miss.
Brad?
That's a
Is it
miss.
really?
Yeah. What did you did you fix your mastery? Have you added that?
What do you mean by mastery?
Well, it says mastery you've chosen is grays. That's a new rule.
Why are you saying that?
So you don't know about that. So under Solomon Greatsword, it says mastery grays. So you have to choose a mastery with your weapons now.
Oh, I probably did choose it, but where are you saying that?
Can you not see on the right hand side where you press your greatsword? Under
I can't extend it.
Nah, I just say greatsword, martial melee.
If we click the little arrow, it like rotates but doesn't give us info.
Yeah, it doesn't tell us anything.
But where it says that you rolled a nat 1 though, like where it says the 6
Nope,
above that.
I just say greatsword, melee, weapon, attack.
Interesting. Okay, cool. We'll talk about that later. We don't need.
Do?
Well, you've got a choice between like 12 special attacks or something. Grays has something to do with if you miss, you can still do damage or something like that. Yeah, here you go. That's probably not enough. All right, next. You still have a bonus action, actually.
I don't want to waste another fucking potion. I'll chill. I'll chill.
Face tank. LePage.
I use Eldritch Blast on the weaker one next
Yep.
to me.
Wow, that's definitely hitting. And that
Cool.
is... You finally killed someone with Eldritch Blast. Now I get to hear what it looks like. I've been waiting for this.
I cast Eldritch Blast, and the skeleton actually crumbled before the blast went off. It's something it might have spooked it or something, but it crumbled just in front, and the blast just kind of went right past it, regardless.
And killed the other skeleton next to Solomon, or?
I wish.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Bonus action?
No.
All right. Solomon is sweaty at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not in the best position.
17. Does that just hit?
That hits.
Ooh. My lord. All right, so this skeleton's been going off on you. He did roll low, so he's only rolling 3 this time. So he just does a graze on your arm. But he hits you for 3 slashing damage. Horatio, your turn.
Okay. I am going to see Solomon having a bit of a struggle. And oh, never mind. I am going to walk down. And then I will... Which one's the one that's really hurt?
The one with the bow.
Okay, I'm going to attack the other one with a dagger. And sneak attack if it hits. Nope, that's okay.
It does not.
So the skeleton sees me just swing and then nothing. And I'll
The
just stare it in
RNG
the
is
face.
the RNG of this is brutal.
I'll end my turn.
With shame again.
Yeah.
All right, the skeleton that is worse for wear is going to turn its
Sorry,
bow and look.
I can't see the damage. How much damage did that skeleton do to me again?
3 damage. 3 damage.
I still reckon that the damage and the hit rolls shouldn't be private. I was under the impression private was more for like conversation and shit, so we don't know if they're believing us. Like if we're trying to convince someone.
So true to form Dungeons and Dragons, you wouldn't really be able to see any roll that the GM does because, like, you don't see anything behind the screen, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
If you really want me to, I can, but
I'm not that fussed about it. It's more just for housekeeping, like being able to know how much damage because I forgot to add it and then couldn't remember how much it was.
I'd probably rather not, to be honest with you, for reasons I won't tell you. And it will only benefit you and your enjoyment of the game. You just have to trust me. I think once you're higher level, it might be different. I'll play with it both ways. There you go. You can see that one. 18, but that's disadvantage. Sorry. Hold on. My bad. 18 hits you, Solomon.
18 does hit me, yes.
Yes. There's your public roll. Short bow, 6 damage on you, Solomon. Is that
Solomon's
putting you
down?
Is that putting you down?
That's put me down.
Finally, some death rolls. It's getting serious on Halloween night here.
I've rolled death rolls multiple times already, eh?
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, damn. All right. Do you roll one right away?
Yep.
Damn.
It's my turn next, so.
You're rolling it, yeah, in advance, keeping things moving. Perfect.
I passed it, so it's okay.
Skeleton is going to shoot with disadvantage. Sorry. That's wrong. Don't just disregard that. 14 LePage. Does that hit? Does.
Yes, it does.
Yes. So yeah, these goblins, despite always rolling with disadvantage, seem to keep hitting. So 4 damage to you, LePage.
Lovely.
With the bow. And you lost concentration for some reason.
I had Hadar from earlier.
That shouldn't have been.
Is that concentration?
Maybe it is a persistent spell and it's wrong on
Maybe
Foundry.
it's every turn.
It does sound like it's. I thought it was the one that cast the darkness and shit. That's my turn,
Wow.
Solomon. You're up.
Oh
And
no,
you-
it was for clouded daggers that I never casted.
Oh,
Okay, makes more sense.
that makes more sense.
I have
Solomon,
my turn.
you're down. You did a death roll. Is that right?
Yep, I passed it.
You passed your so you save. LePage.
All right. Well, I will. I'll Eldritch Splash the one close to me.
Yep.
Why not?
Oh my.
Boom.
So hit your damage button. It's whatever's max damage. So you will get 2. So it's 20 damage. You're killing that one in the corner again. It's also gonna smack back into the door behind it.
Okay, this one I actually like explode with the Eldritch Blast. It hits it right in the chest, and every single bone like turns to dust. And then its bow just goes flying through the door behind it.
That's it. That's right. Okay, so as this happens, the door actually swings open through the sheer force of it, and there's a red brand standing behind it, and he's like completely stunned that this just happened, and he was like, you don't even know what he was up to. He had like a porno mag in his hand or something.
There's no
and
way that this fight has been going on this entire time, and this red
No one's
brand
heard it.
has not come out.
he was busy. The door was pretty thick. All right, so
It was a 30-foot thick door.
it was 30 feet thick. There was silence cast before. You have no idea. Don't assume. Okay, so he jumps up. He's not quite in combat yet, but actually you have a bonus. Did you want to do anything with your bonus action?
No.
Say something to the red brand or? Okay. All right, skeleton is going to attack Horatio. Ten misses,
Miss.
assuming. Horatio, it's your turn.
Okay. I have something I want to do. You can tell me whether or not I can do it, because I forgot I had this item from the last session.
Oh god.
I want
Ball
to attack
bearings.
the... Nah. I want to attack with the mayor's can. The mayor's can. I've given it the worst stats that I can have, but I want to hit the one with the short bow next to me.
All right. Ice Dart.
You created this weapon.
I love that you created that as a weapon as well.
Oh no, it's a 7. Never mind. Goes back in the backpack.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I can't give you that one. That's gonna miss. As much as I wanted to see it work and happen, that is a miss. But I'll give you that as your bonus action if you'd like, because of the creativity.
Alrighty, and then I'll pull the dagger out and just try and attack the. Do I have to attack the same person?
No.
Okay.
Especially when you used a flavor attack to do.
Okay. Cool. I'll attack the other one on the right with sneak attack if it hits.
Fuck,
Okay.
it does not hit. It misses.
Just not having a good time. That'll do my turn.
All right, the skeleton is going to fire his short bow that he can barely fire, and he's rolling with disadvantage. And he's missing Horatio. Solomon, death, save.
Yes, sir, I'm on it.
Solomon's writhing on the floor like, fucking kill these guys, save me.
Solomon is
Auto save. Solomon won't be dying today.
I've regained a hit point.
What?
That's what it says. Apparently, when you crit succeed, you regain a hit point.
What? It must be the new rules.
It might be.
He's bragging.
I always thought you just stabilized, but yeah, I'm up.
You just don't have a turn. Actually, no, you have a bonus action. You have a bonus action. That's what we decided. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's roll with that because it popped up. It's probably in the rules.
I kind of like that either way.
I don't mind it either. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah.
I don't really have anything I can do as a bonus action anyway.
So,
Oh, actually,
that-
that's not true. Wait,
that red brand that's in the other room.
Yes.
I don't even tell the guys that he's there, and I just cast Cloud of Daggers on the doorway where he's standing.
You're like, I'm not fucking around. We're all dying.
Yeah, I just cast Cloud of Daggers right on top of him and like blocking the doorway.
All right, hit that.
I thought I
Hit
did.
for damage
Oh.
though. Fucking hell. Caught with his pants down, and now he's getting shredded by fucking daggers just icing into him, and he's like bleeding and bloodied all over. Poor guy.
Yeah,
That
and
was
like
so
I'm not even like relaying this information. Like I'm just like, I'm so over this fucking just
So-
bullshit.
Yes.
I see the guys fighting down there. Solomon's getting his ass kicked. Like I'm just like I'm taking care of this one by myself.
No, not that. All right, attacking Solomon. And 15 hits? No, does not. No.
Hang on.
Horatio.
Alright. I am. Nah, we're doing it. We're attacking and the short bow guy again.
with the cane.
Has LePage killed everyone here?
I love how it just says iced out.
Fucking Horatio.
Same roll as well.
I'll take that as my actual turn as well. I'm done with that.
Yeah, you can't. I can't give it to you every time that
Okay,
it's a
good,
bonus
I'm
action. So that's your turn.
Yeah, that's all I got.
You guys should really get this fight going. Like Solomon's dying down here, and fucking Horatio's trolling.
I'm rolling a
trick shot.
disadvantage. I rolled a. So the skeleton missed Solomon in front of him, even though he's like writhing in pain. Solomon, it's your turn. Bring it back.
I bet you can't guess what I'm gonna do.
Divine Smite.
Nah, I'm just gonna swing with my great sword on the guy that's already weak.
On Halloween night, you actually cannot channel your divinity. You cannot divine smite,
I can wrathful smite though.
and you
17
can.
hit.
That's gonna hit.
Finally.
I actually kind of like that rule on Halloween night that you can't divine smite. You're. Who are you attacking?
The one that with the bow that's already weak.
He's dead. You're killing him.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I chop its head off. Step on it. bone
Nice.
fragments everywhere is good.
You're not gonna re-pick up its head and mount it onto your belt loop again?
True, actually, yeah, I do that.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. All right, bonus.
No.
LePage, you're staring down the red brand in front of you, who is going to have a turn next.
I'm just watching him bleed.
Yeah,
So-
you're just watching him because he's in the cloud of daggers. He has to
like, I'm
move
just-
as well.
Do I click damage again or?
I'll tell you when. Yeah, you will. You will. So get ready. Yeah, just do it now. Actually, simultaneously. Yeah, he's you've killed him. He's dying.
All right.
With
I
his
just
pants
watch as
down.
The daggers like just slice him into bits and then slice his neck and he just dead. Just like bleeds out on the floor in front of me.
Penis out.
Dick
Dead.
in hand.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm just gonna leave those cloud of daggers going.
Yeah. Because we ain't taking no chances.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cancel. I'm just gonna leave it going and blocking the door.
In case there's somebody else that's surprised around the corner.
Yeah, let's just watch their friend die.
Yeah, so that was like his turn essentially, because he tried to move and then got killed.
Yeah, I'm not doing any attacks or anything.
All right. Skeleton is going to try and attack Horatio again. He's been missing a fucking lot, and it looks like he will again. 12, no. Horatio.
Enough playing around. Short thought out.
I thought enough playing around. Kane comes back out.
Yeah. Yeah, because he wouldn't have obviously there's no configuration to having like +3 or 4. It'd just be clean damage 20 d20.
Alright, so
Roll it
short
up.
sword damage and then sneak attack on top.
Big.
8 in total. Oh no, I lied. It's 10 in total.
10 will kill this one. Finally.
After swinging blindly and missing so many times, it finally connects just the sword, just straight through the middle, and the skeleton falls into just a pile of bones.
Awesome. All right. Okay, so you guys have finally killed and saved yourselves. You're still standing in the room with the crypt room. Yeah, what would you like to do next? You got bodies everywhere of skeletons and the red brand dead in the hallway in the other room.
I pick up another few skulls and like form like a little belt of hanging skulls.
Horatio just picks his sword up, sheaths it, and turns to LePage and just goes, "What's going on over there? All I'm seeing is you just throw stuff at the last minute."
I'd just be like, yeah, well, I had to take care of everything up here while you guys were down there. I had to take care of things.
I want to start going around to the sarcophaguses and just seeing, like, I know some cultures bury their dead with treasure. See if there's anything in there worth taking.
Yeah.
Skyrim culture just has apples in it, so.
Haven't played Skyrim.
What?
I don't know what you want me to tell you, man. I haven't played Skyrim.
I haven't played Skyrim either.
They've got fresh produce in the sarcophagus for
You
some.
played New World, but you haven't played Skyrim.
Yeah,
Played
I've
New World.
heard it's one that I should play. Yes, you find something. You found a like a very like precious gold bracelet like on one of the skeletons. It's just like you can see it. It's like glistening still, like it hasn't even been dirtied yet.
Does it look magical or not?
Looks expensive.
I'll pocket it then.
All right, how do I put this stuff in?
I do not know.
It's a gold bracelet worth 140 gold pieces. If you want to
Mad.
figure that out.
I'll make a custom item or something.
Yeah, it's expensive. That's all you can find. Pretty good find though.
All right. Should we rest up here soon, or? because I have no spells left.
You hear coming from the room next to you. You hear, "Help! Help us! Help! Please help us!"
So long rest. Yeah.
I'm going to drink a health potion.
Solomon, how much health do you have?
1.
Do you have a way of healing yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Not fully, but yeah.
I've got a
Okay.
potion if you need it. Happy to give it to you.
I am going to use healing
He-
hands.
So because this is an action, I get to max roll this. So that's
Yeah.
10.
Number of d4 is equal to 1. So I can
Please
heal
help.
D4.
And you hear this one child just vomiting
Okay, I did
from
not heal much.
from seeing the corpse of the red brand naked and bloodied.
All right.
You know, I'm really unnerved by what he was whacking off to. There's
Damn it.
friend's religious.
Yeah. It just sort of developed that way. It's Halloween night.
So I look at everybody that in there and I say, "Who are you?"
And this woman who's like clearly been like, they're clearly captives, and what you can see, so there's this woman in front of you. She's in like an old dirty sort of dress, and there's 2 children next to her, teenage children, like 13, 14, boy and a girl and a girl, sorry, 2 girls, so and 1 female. Yeah.
Do they have a drinking cup, Brad? Do they share it?
They have a bucket in the corner
Okay.
to
They have a chalice?
Yeah. They have a bucket in the corner to do their business in. And that's about it. It's pretty bad conditions for them. They're pretty dirty, beaten. And the children are like crying next to them and weeping and next to the woman. And the woman approaches the bar, is like really skeptical though. And she says, that you killed that man. You killed him. Are you here to save us?
Yeah, we are here to save you. We're here to take down the red brands.
Oh, amazing! Can you get us out of here? How do we get out? Please tell us. My children are so scared.
I want to do a perception check to make sure that these are actually children.
6.
And not false actors.
They're terrified at the moment because Solomon's just walked in wearing a fucking pumpkin on his head, glowing purple, and they're terrified.
About that.
All
Terrified.
right.
That's as high as you've ever rolled.
I know I don't roll perceptions very well.
I thought aren't you a wisdom-based spellcaster?
I do damage.
Amazing. Okay. Nothing like stands out to you. They're, like I said, they're almost like cowering in the corner, like terrified of Solomon.
All right. Can we unlock the door? Is it possible to do that?
Yeah, the keys are on the red brand behind you.
Okay, thanks, GM. So I go back to the red brand and grab the key.
Perfect.
And I open the door.
Is that, sorry, I thought that's what you were asking. It wasn't a trap or a trick. Okay. Yeah.
I say to them, who are you? Like, how did you get trapped?
And she says, "Oh, look, we're just farmers. Our whole family was taken. I haven't seen my husband in weeks, though. They've barely fed us and barely kept us alive. But thank you so much. I wish there was a way to repay you. I have nothing on me, though. My husband Marcus, he was taken from us, and we don't know the state of him. We saw them beating him as they took him away down the hall." But yeah, we haven't seen him in weeks.
So you've been trapped here for weeks?
Weeks, as far as we can remember. They haven't let us out. They've just thrown us scraps and emptied our bucket.
Well, we'll help you get out of here.
Oh, thank you. Do you know the way out? My children
Yeah.
are in such disarray.
If you follow the way that all the doors are open, you will find your way out.
And don't fall in the pit.
Yeah, don't fall in the pit with the hole.
So she says, my name is Myrna, and I don't know how I'll ever repay you. And she says, we don't have a lot of money, but I do have one family secret that I can tell you. If you ever pass by the Thunder Tree ruins, there's an amulet. My family used to own an alchemy store there, and there's an amulet, a crest to my family that was buried there with them. If you ever pass it, I was told that it had magical powers from a time long ago, but I can't promise it's there. But that's all I can offer to repay you. And they take their leave and run away.
Okay.
Unless you want to say something to them as they're walking away. They're fucking freaking out. They walk past Solomon just absolutely shitting themselves.
I have nothing to say to them except that they wasted my health potion, but
How did they waste your health potion?
because I drank a health potion because you were saying there's
Oh.
we're hearing people crying, so I didn't short rest and I drank a health potion.
Just doesn't trust anything. Curtis doesn't trust anything. He's always metagaming. He doesn't trust a thing.
We heard people crying. I'd also want to heal up.
Yeah, I was fucking 6 HP. I was like, I can't do one more fight, so I got a potion. Now it's wasted.
That is sort of the point, though. Like, we don't know what's behind.
I
it.
know. I'm just yeah.
I didn't heal up before that fight because I wasn't thinking there'd be another fight just yet.
Well,
And
because I had just
paid
killed the
price
red
for it.
brand.
Yeah,
I had just killed the red brand in here. Like that's what I was. I thought there was maybe more people. But all right.
So she mentions her family is from a ruined town of Thunder Tree. They owned an alchemy store, and there was a precious amulet from a time long ago that was owned by her family that was left there. But you don't know where Thunder Tree is, the town. And that's it for now. And yeah, so you're in the holding cells. So you on the left there's holding cells, the right there's holding cells where they were that you've opened. No one in the cells behind you that you can see. Just one chair in the middle of the room where the red brand was sitting. And if you do remember as well, so there was another door in the crypt as well.
I would like to
that potion.
yeah. Since I've already topped up my potions.
I'm happy to explore the other door as well.
Yeah.
All right. Opening up this door, there's quite a small hallway. The air is pretty stale here as well, and there's a door to your immediate right that is locked. At the end of the hallway to the right. Apologies.
I would like to pick it.
Nice. Here we go. That's a dex check.
Is it Dex or sleight of hand?
Dex is sleight of hand, isn't it?
Yeah, but if he's proficient.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it is sleight of hand that you click. Is that right? I don't know what your character sheets look like.
I'm almost certain that it's sleight of hand.
I have no idea what a character should. But then if you
Thieves' tools, whatever that is, I don't know which one's better.
click Thieves' Tools,
Thieves' tools is what you use to disarm traps and unlock
it's
doors.
still dexterity. Yeah, that's the proficiency. If you just click that.
Alright, so I'll just click the Thieves' Tool one, or would it be better to do plain dex?
No. Oh, hold on. DC dexterity. Just do a dexterity save, because that's assuming that I'm giving you the 15 as the lock.
Okay.
I guess. Geez, that's gonna pick it. Yeah, so you have a good chance to pick it. You pick it and open it up, and inside, you can see. Can you see inside, or it's not lit? Is it?
I cannot see, but
You
I
can't
do
see
have
shit here.
lantern unless it's gone out.
I'm gonna take a light for you and put it in there. Oh, you do have, yeah. I'll just do it so your characters can see it though. All right, so inside, this is the armory. So you can see. I'll move you all in there. You can see weapons of all shapes and sizes all around the walls. So you've got spears, swords, crossbows, bolts, more red cloaks that are just hanging up and relatively unused. You can see, yeah, so there's 12 spears, 6 short swords, 4 long swords, 6 light crossbows, 8 quivers, 20 crossbolts each.
Do they just look like generic ones?
They are generic weapons.
Should we take as much as we can to sell them?
Roll a perception check, Solomon, actually.
Perception, where is it? There. I ain't gonna perceive shit. 14.
In the pile of short swords, you do notice 2 swords that stand out. In standing out, I mean they have a more regally decorated hilts with semi-precious stones in them. They look like rubies, sort of embedded in the hilt. You don't detect anything magical in nature, but you definitely can see that, like, they're very sharp, very delicate, well-crafted swords. 2 of them.
2 of them. Short swords, you said?
2 short swords.
I'd grab them and chuck them to Horatio and just say, try these ones on for size.
These look a bit fancy for me, Solomon, but I'll give them a go.
Horatio catches them and his eyes light up like, ooh, these look like dinner. I'll be selling these. All right, so that, yeah, they don't have any magical principles or +1s or anything like that, but they do appear expensive.
Fetch some money.
Yep.
Cool, well, I'll, I guess, pop them in the backpack for when we head back to town.
Nice.
And I'm just going to take all the arrows that exist in this room. If
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter, but that's fine. We like that. Perfect. And
every single arrow. Otherwise, the game will be ruined.
You want to see my tally at the end of the campaign?
I'm holding you to that now.
I'll let you guys freely roam now, actually. I need to stop doing that.
I don't think I have anything to be honest.
Just as a normal question, there wouldn't be a benefit for me having a crossbow over a short bow, would there?
It is different. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
And the range is also different.
Cross. Light crossbow, probably he could only hold. He probably couldn't hold a heavy.
No, I wouldn't be able to hold a heavy.
It does 1d8 piercing with 80 foot range to 320 foot range.
Yeah, crossbow does more damage than a short bow overall.
Okay. I might snag one of those and the bolts as well.
Sure.
Can I carry that? Oh yeah, I've got heaps of weight. Or do we also think about size?
You could drop your bow, to be fair, if you're worried about it. Like, just swap.
Well, I still have the same proficiency.
Yeah, so your
yeah.
proficiency is just the weapons you can use, and if you can use like if you can use a bow, you can probably use a short bow as well. Sorry, a crossbow.
Okay, cool. Well, I might drop the short bow and take the crossbow then.
Do you guys know how to find that? Like how are you guys adding stuff?
I can figure that out if you want to keep looking at what you're doing.
Yeah,
light crossbow.
Yeah, light crossbow he can use. So the other advantage to crossbows as well, more so on like a character build perspective, you can use a light crossbow in either hand. So when you get extra attack, you can attack and then use your bonus action to attack again. So at a certain point, if you're using 2 crossbows, rogues can attack once, sneak attack with it, attack again, not sneak attack with that one, sorry, but like, so you get 2 attacks, a sneak attack, as well as a bonus action offhand attack. So you can do a lot of damage with crossbows. Crossbow dual wielding is pretty much like the meta damage dealer for rogues. That's what I used to run most of the time when we did Baldur's Gate.
Sounds pretty big.
Once you get extra attack, pretty much anything where you can dual wield starts to get really strong for you.
Cool. I'll keep that in mind. Didn't even know you could akimbo, but that's good to know.
Only some. Well, I mean, technically any character can, but like, it's not always beneficial. Like for my character, I can wield great swords, so I'd much rather just have a big two-handed massive damage dealer.
Yeah.
Rather than two small swords.
Exploring the dungeon.
Yeah.
I don't think we missed anything, did we?
I
Like, as
think
far as
there's
the
more to this room.
Which room are you in?
The one that's just below where you
The
are.
main room?
Yeah. I think there's more to this room. Is there anything else?
You want to do a perception check?
I personally don't. I reckon we probably found the cool thing about this room when we found the passage. But... There's nothing special.
Just
the
yummy fruit and vegetables and turkey and all that stuff. And LePage leaves. Yeah.
I continue at the door like I don't notice anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to find somewhere to make camp and rest.
Yeah.
Are you heading? Yeah. What's the plan?
I think we should head back to the inn. We have safe refuge there, so I don't like the idea of sleeping in here.
Yeah. On Halloween night.
my thing is, it's like,
mate, I am not in danger. I am the danger with.
I'm expecting more because it's supposed to be like this big red brand like hideout, and there's nothing in here.
But I mean, we also get a lot of them off.
Found 4 of them.
I don't know. I feel like there should be like a big guy, like a big dude who's
maybe
strings.
It's probably the scantily clad, armor wearing person on the roof that keeps disappearing.
I don't know.
Is the cistern?
You made up scantily clad 100% in your mind. Yeah, no, I never said that.
You said she had incredibly tight fitting armor. Not
and you sexualized that immediately.
you described to me pretty much. Oh, what's her name? The blood bitch from.
Yeah.
But black.
I just love how scantily clad came out as the descriptor.
You said she had tight fitting black armor.
She's now she's canon now. Yeah, she's canon now as being scantily clad.
Well, she's heavily clad, but it's tight. You said that, not me.
Tight. Very tight. What are we doing? So we've got passageways.
I head back up to the tavern.
You're heading. Yeah, you're heading out.
I don't know. I just don't see there being more to this place.
Was when we came in and we went downstairs, instead of going into the kitchen, were there any other rooms? I've completely forgotten what upstairs.
I went upstairs to look for rooms, and there was pretty much no floor to investigate on.
Was there anything on the ground floor though?
Yes, there was other rooms. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well, if there's nothing to perceive here, is this water area? There's no little secret little door or anything in there. It's just a normal cistern.
You could do a perception check.
I'm giving up on rolling them.
Yeah, so. I'm never looking again.
Yeah, I'm just.
It's valid, to be honest.
Fucking like 30 rolls tonight.
It's like you can see. It looks like there's something in the water. Like it looks like there's something underneath the surface of the water. It's like quite clean water, but it's like there's definitely something in there. It's like you don't exactly know what it is. If it could be a piece of garbage, it could be anything, but there is something in the water. Towards the back, like almost to the back wall, you can sort of see something down there.
How deep is it?
It is 15 feet deep.
Okay.
And the thing you see is like halfway, like 8 feet down.
I'll let the
It's
others know that I
dark,
can
though.
see it, but I can't dive in there. So,
Can you not swim?
Oh, are you done with rope?
Yeah, he'll let you drown.
Am I one of the most buoyant beings on this planet?
Just
Despite
being
my weight? I wouldn't mind having a look if Solomon promises to not let me go.
Yeah, I'll hold on to you.
Can I have a little dip and see if there's anything at that depth or what that item or
Yeah,
thing
so
might be?
you're having a dip. You're going for a
Yeah,
swim
going in.
in the scary murky water, in the scary
bit
Halloween
slowly.
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Roll an acrobatics check.
Yes, sir. 14.
14. All right. So Horatio wades through the water, treading water. He looks like a drowning dog as he's swimming. It's like the least graceful swimming you've ever seen in your life. And you're going down to try and grab whatever it is that you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be
Okay.
able to see it that depth, so I'll just grab it.
Yeah. So you grab it. Yeah. It feels like a satchel, and you bring it up to the surface, and in your hand you have like a satchel, like a leathery bag.
Perfect. I will just go ahead and blindly open it without looking at anything about it.
Great. Well, in that bag, you find a full set of like clothes. Nothing like particularly special about them, but a full set of clean, neat and tidy clothes. They're completely dry as well. So like this is like, obviously the bag was waterproof. And a potion of healing and a potion of invisibility as well, which I will put in your inventory, Horatio.
And these clothes, they're just normal clothes, aren't they?
Normal clothes. Just giving you this. Just like traveler's clothes, whatever you want them to look like. It doesn't matter. They're in your inventory now.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm starting to get a little tired here, boys. I don't know if you guys are.
No worries. After that, I'm happy to head back to tavern to long rest and then call it if you want.
It's a good spot too.
Just quickly, I'm also going to give you a potion of healing, Solomon, because you are a tank.
I would not mind it.
Are you able to just add it on your side, and I'll just take it?
Yeah, I can add it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm happy to go back to the tavern.
All right, bloodied and battered, you all sort of walk out of the hideout. You certainly do feel like there was something more that to this space that you may have missed on the way out, but you're so in such pain from the battle with the skeletons, the animated skeletons, that you keep walking with your heads down through the town. It's Halloween night still. Fires are burning. There's a big bonfire in the center of town as well, and it's almost like it's quite a almost like devilish feel this Halloween. There's almost like a blood moon in the sky. Harvest season is clearly upon us, and oddly the masks and costumes that you see as you're walking back to the inn, they're a lot scarier than you would have remembered from the Neverwinter festivals for All Hallows Eve. And you head back, you lay your head on the pillows for a long night's rest. And that should do us then.
I think so.
Good game.
Should we roll our rest now?
Oh,
Yeah.
A long rest. You just click it.
Click it. Good games, everybody. That was a lot of fun.
I think we need to go to that